There was a bench beneath the old elm tree in the park near my apartment. It wasn't special by most standards: worn wood, a few scratches carved in from years past, and a slight tilt that made it creak if you sat too far on one side. But I started going there after the leaf. After that last leaf fell from the library tree, something in me opened. Not like a door being flung wide, but more like a window cracked just enough to let air in. I needed somewhere to go with this quietness growing inside me. Not the lonely kind, the kind that listens. So I found the bench. At first, I only meant to rest. I'd gone out for a walk without purpose, the way people do when they aren't really escaping but aren't ready to return. The wind nudged me toward the tree, the same way a friend might guide you with a hand on your shoulder. I sat down and didn't check my phone. Across from me was a pond, still and dappled with fallen leaves. Ducks drifted slowly along the surface. A little girl chased after a kite that wouldn't fly. A man sat on the opposite side, sipping from a thermos, staring into the water like it had something to say. The bench didn't speak, but it made space, and I think I had forgotten what that felt like, to be in a place that didn't demand anything from me. I went back the next day, and the next. I brought a notebook with no intention of writing. I brought a book I never opened. I brought myself, which felt harder than I expected. I started to notice things. The way the light shifted through the leaves depending on the time of day, the rhythm of footsteps from the old couple that walked past every afternoon at 3, the smell of the earth when it rained the night before. One morning, someone else was already sitting on the bench. I almost turned around, but the woman, middle-aged and wrapped in a scarf that looked hand-knitted, glanced up and smiled. Not the kind of smile that invites conversation, just one that says, "I see you." I sat beside her. We didn't speak. We didn't need to. There was something sacred about the silence between us. She left a few minutes later. I stayed. She never came back, but the memory of her did. Sometimes when I sit on that bench now, I imagine the people who sat there before me, the things they thought about, the hearts they were mending, the goodbyes they never got to say. And somehow I feel a little less alone, as if the bench has collected all those silent stories and holds them without judgment. It taught me that healing doesn't always arrive with thunder or breakthrough. Sometimes it shows up in small wooden planks under a tree, in the softness of stillness, in the quiet company of someone who doesn't ask you to be okay. The bench is still there, so am I. And that is enough for now.